Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Shaniva Early, your craft doctor, and this is your instructional video for the Summer on the Block party, the week of August 13th. So these are the kits that I passed out on Thursday, August the 13th. Even though this video is going up on August the 15th, I'm just making sure you have instructions. So I gave you one relatively easy project and one a little bit more difficult, only because I wanted to spend a little time to make sure you understood how to put together the difficult one. And it's not really that difficult, but you may not can grasp what I'm saying. So I want to make sure that you can do it correctly. So the first thing we're going to do is the relatively easy one. If you look at this, it looks very inconspicuous and you're like, what in the world is it? Well, it's a treat box. These are the boxes that people use and put at dinner tables. They put a piece of candy on the inside of it, usually something like a Gordello or Rocher. They put it right here and they bring these up. So all I'm doing is pressing the score lines to score each piece. They also have little score lines right here on this side and on this side. Okay. If you have anything in these holes, anything in there, just pop that out. That is from die cutting. Okay. And this is as simplest as can be. I was looking for something that I could probably put in the middle to give a little bit of weight to it. So what I'm going to use is the cap off a paint container so you can get the type of thing that I'm looking at. So if this was a piece of candy, you would just place that right there. Then you would bring up your side pieces and put them together, suspending that piece of candy in the middle. Then all you're doing is bringing them down to fluff them out. You're going to, sorry about that. My phone was on off mute. You're going to bend them down. You see how I'm bending this down? You bend this down so that you can reach this side and pull down. Keep it down and bring this side and bring that down and pull up. And pull up. And that's how you put the little treat box together. Told you, simple as that. And this is what people use at place settings and put for Christmas or wedding treat. And you can buy the die for this, which I have the die for this. Or if you have a party and you need some, I can definitely make them for you. Just contact me via YouTube, and we can get together, and I can make you a bunch of these so you can use them for your place settings. That is as simple as that. You're just bringing them together, putting this down there, bringing this around here, and voila. So that was the more simpler one. Then you're going to take your ribbon. Everybody has a piece of silver ribbon. And you're going to tie a bow on top of this. So you're just going to wrap them two around, just like that. And tie a bow. Yeah. Tie a knot. And so you're going to have a little bow. My string is kind of long. But that's it. And that will keep that from coming loose. And so I'm just going to cut my strings. And here we are. Okay. So we're going to just keep this right here. And now we're going to do the more difficult piece. So you're going to have two pieces. They have two score lines on each each one of the pages. The first thing you're going to do is bring that towards you, the second score line towards you, and the last score line away from you. You're going to do that with both of them, towards you and away from you, just like that. Okay? One is the front, one is the back, and they go together like this. Okay, what did I do wrong? Oh, one goes backwards and frontwards. So it goes back and front, and it goes upside down. I forgot to flip it. I forgot to flip them upside down. So you flip them upside down or right side up, but one side goes over here, one side goes in the back. And so when you're doing your folds, whatever side, it doesn't matter. You make sure one is in the front and one is in the back, just like that. They're folded identical. See, they're folded identical, whether frontwards or backwards. They're folded identical. It doesn't matter. They're folded identical. Okay? The difference is when you put these together, you flip one over. That's what you do. You flip one over. Okay? So that's why it's better to, when you're folding it, to fold it backwards, so the better part or the clearer edges, the cleaner edge is in the front. And so that's all you do. And that's how you make your swiper card. And this is what you do. And you'll see how we put this together next. The first thing I want to do is take this little piece, which is what is considered the wiper. Make sure that you see the little elephant. There is a little elephant there. There we go. There is a little elephant there. Okay, that the feet of the elephant must always be pointing downward. And so we're going to take our little butterfly and our glue stick, and we're going to glue our butterfly onto our little flap here. And you're just going to glue it right there at the top. Okay, and let that glue settle in, and we're going to put this over to the side, just like that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this sheet. My autofocus keep coming on. And we're going to glue this down to the front of our card base. Okay, be healthy with your glue, but be quick, because as soon as this turns white, the stickiness kind of goes away. So you're going to put your piece and you're going to glue it right on to the front of your card base, just like that. And so this now dictates your front or back, because this is your front. Okay, then you're going to take this piece. See, I stamped it on both sides. And you're going to put it right in the center. See, I'm putting mine in the center. You can put yours in the front or up at the top on the side. I'm putting mine directly in the center. Okay? Now, the next thing we have to do is we have to get this together. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to glue the side together. So you're going to put glue on only this piece. You're not going to go over into this area. You're just going to put glue on this piece. Okay? That's it. Nothing past that score mark, because if you do it past the score mark, you'll lay it down, and you don't want to do that. You'll glue it closed. So you're going to put that right there, and you're going to just match up your edges just like that. Okay? You're just matching up your edges. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. but do not go over that score line. So you're, what we call it burnishing, what you're doing is pressing that glue in so this piece will stick. Okay, just like that. That's what you want to do. Okay, so now you have a one whole piece. Making sure that it's straight, you're now going to put in this piece. Remember that I said that the elephant legs must be down. When you put this on, you're going to put it down. So the legs are facing downward. Okay? All right. So right at the bend, you're going to take your glue stick and you're going to put glue only on the elephant where it bends. Don't put it past that score line, okay? Just where it bends. And so we're going to take this and we're going to lay it down. And here. We're going to lay it down. So wherever you ended your butterfly, just before the edge of your butterfly is where you're going to stick this down. So if you're looking at mine, you see I have just a small little space here where my butterfly is going to be. So if you take it and fold it down just like that, my butterfly will lay down just like that. Okay? And so only pieces sticking to the card base is the where the elephant is, and it's on that little rim. Don't put it on this part or this part. Only put it on that little crease right in the middle, and make sure that when you flip this up, your butterfly can be seen past the rim. Okay? So it will fold back and forth. Something I didn't tell you before you started, when you get this piece, score it. Make sure that you fold it at that line. Mine was already folded because I had already done it. But when you get yours, your piece is going to be, because I die cutted all these out. So your piece is going to be flat like this. And you're just going to take that where the elephant is and that line is, and you're just going to score it. There is a line there, and as you bend it, it'll bend for you. Make sure that you score it and do it a couple of times. Just like that. Back and forth, back and forth. Just like that, okay? And then put the glue where the elephant is. Only where the elephant is. Because you'll be able to fold this back and forth, back and forth. And so I'm rubbing, putting that glue there. And then you're going to lay this down and you're going to put glue only on this section. Right? Okay? So I'm putting glue only, once again, only on this section. You don't want to put glue anywhere else or you'll glue your card together. And you don't want to do that. Okay? So make sure you give it some good coverage. Just like that. Some good coverage. And then making sure this is laid down. Well, you can stick it up. It doesn't matter. Make sure that you lay this card base straight down. You see that? All I did was lay my card base straight down on there. And I'm just rubbing it. I'm rubbing it just like I rub this side. I'm rubbing this side. If you feel more comfortable, you can rub it from the back. It doesn't matter. Just rub it, rub it, rub it to get that glue to stick right there. Just like that. Okay? And so now you have a little piece sticking up off the top, right? The thing is now you train this piece to fall down when you close up your card. So close your card up and fold on your lines, right? Just like that. And when you lift this up by pulling this side and this side, your butterfly will come up. And this is called a wiper card. So you have to train it several times for it to do it right, but eventually it will train itself to stay down. So you have to make sure that you train it. Train it, train it, train it. And once you pull, voila! Voila! See that? You got it. It eventually will train itself to go down, but that is your card, and it's called a wiper card. And voila! Isn't that cute? And so your butterfly will go down. Mine keep catching. That's why it won't stop doing that. Keep catching. But you will train your butterfly to go down into the space. But when they open it up and you give someone this gift, they pull and their butterfly will come up. See that? And so these are your this week's card from the Summer on the Block party that has been sponsored by Family and Community Engagement for DPS. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Make sure that you register for your children for school. And please like and subscribe on my videos. When I get to 100 people subscribe to my channel, I will announce a drawing where you will say, enter me, and you have an opportunity to win this case of um, this case of real brush pens. So please go to my channel, like and subscribe to the channel, so then when I announce that we will have the drawing, once I reach 100 subscribers, you can be put in that drawing. I'm only 8 subscribers away from 100. So if you all like and subscribe this week onto my video, you will bring me up to the 100 mark so that I can have the drawing. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.